Okay, Coach. Expectations for this program, your first season here as the head coach, 4 seasons as an assistant coach. What are they for the Bruins here in 2014, and what are you trying to install here early in camp to get things going?
Well, expectation-wise, we haven't had a winning season here since 2003, so that's a long time, and we really don't talk about winning though. We talk about being a good teammate, giving your best effort, and sacrificing for others, and I think if we do those things, then the wins will come, and I mean that's all we've been preaching, day in and day out, all summer, all winter long. And the kids are really buying into it.
When you take a look at the players that you do return, always nice to have a quarterback with some experience. Mike Snyder was a sophomore last season and played a decent amount for you guys. So what does he mean, and what kind of weapons do you have on offense?
Sure. Now, we actually have 2 really good options at quarterback. We have Mikey Snyder. He's a junior. He can throw it all over the place, and he's a very tough kid, good athlete, can run the ball. And then we also have a sophomore, Garrett Shanley, that's going to really push him for some playing time. So that'll be interesting to watch here in the next 2 weeks. And then, like you said, our skill guys are probably our strength. We got a couple guys that twin towers, if you want to call them, 6'6" and 6'7", and they're pretty athletic and they go get it. And then we also have some shifty guys that we just got to get the ball to in space. So that's the challenge.
Yeah, with those 2 guys, with the 2 tall guys, Aaron Thomas and Nigel Kilby, how do you use those guys together? How will you use them? Because they have to be one of the tallest combos, not in the SAC, not even in the area, but maybe in the state.
Right, absolutely. And we're looking at different options to get them, open, because we think that, the counter to their size is going to try to get up into them and be real physical. So we're looking at different ways to try and get them the ball. And that's the fun part about coaching is you got all these athletes, and now we got to find and design ways to get them the ball.
Defensively, I think it's only 4 starters returning. So what are some of the things you're working on there, and what are going to be some of the areas that you're looking to shore up before August 22nd?
Sure. Yeah, we don't have much coming back, to be honest with you, offensively or defensively, especially up front. So that's the big concern is, to be honest with you, we're going to have to be very, very tough with the guys that we got. We might be a little undersized, which people tend to be surprised about, but that's just where we're at right now. And we'll get better in terms of, in the trenches and stuff like that, but it's going to take some time.
For you, what is the stamp that you're trying to put on during your first season leading this program as a young guy? And then also, any advice you got from your dad, because he's been where you've been?
Sure. As far as our expectations or the stamp, if you will, Northrop needs a winning team. It's been too long, like we talked about, and that's what I'd like to see. This school really, get behind the football team, and this Friday night, we have this beautiful stadium, and make this, a great atmosphere every Friday night, and I think we're on our way. And then in terms of advice from my dad, probably the biggest thing I picked up from him, and also, some of my uncles, is just their work ethic. This is a full-time job, and with teaching, you're doing two full-time jobs, and there's only 24 hours in a day. So there's some sacrifice involved, and just work until you can never be too prepared. So that's kind of the best piece of advice I've ever gotten from him.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.